Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me today for Gentle Hatha Flow. Nice to see you all. The answer for the asana of the day is Wild Thing, and welcome to day 13 of the 14-day challenge. Let's go ahead and get started. And for today's practice, you don't need any props, but because it is Gentle Hatha, feel free to have whatever you need available to help you come into the practice and really settle in. So we're going to take a few moments at the start of the practice to come into our seated posture. We're going to come into our meditation. You can either sit or kneel. Just find a brief, comfortable position so that you can turn your attention inwards and come into your yoga practice. Let's start by closing the eyes or maybe softening your gaze. Maybe finding a focal point near the ground to rest your eyes on. Let's align the back of the head with the back of the hips and let the shoulders come away from your ears. Let your hands rest on your knees or in your lap. And we'll observe the breath. Feel every inhale and exhale. Just let the breath wash over you, helping bring awareness to where you feel tension or tightness in your body. Helping you direct your breath into those areas, support, create space. Steady inhale, steady exhale. And as we start here, let's begin to connect with our intention. Think about what brought you to your mat today, what led you to this very moment of practicing. We'll choose a single word or a short phrase and repeat it silently to ourselves 3 times. Remember that at any point, if you become distracted or your mind begins to wander, just come back to your breath. Anchor back to the intention that you are cultivating here in this room. Let's bring our hands together at our hearts. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bow our heads to our hands and pause for a moment. Let's feel that connection with the earth, the body and breath, and with our intention. And then we'll gently release the hands, open the eyes, and we'll start our flow together. So we are going to start in a seated posture. So if you are kneeling, please come into that seat. You can have the legs crossed in front of you. And we're just going to gently wake up the body first, move into the spine before coming into our sun salutations. So roll the shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you sit on top of a prop if that helps you stay upright. Starting by moving with the breath, let's use our inhale and reach the arms up overhead. Big circle, hands together. Exhale, lower the hands down to your heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands at your heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. This time, just keep them shoulder distance. And then on your exhale, that right hand is going to come down beside you and you're going to arch over to the right. Open up the left side of your body. Keep the left side of your hip on the ground. Really lift here. You can gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Let's inhale, come back to the center, hands together overhead. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, shoulder distance. Exhale, this time the left hand comes down beside you and you arch over to the left. So let's open up the right side of the body. Try to relax that right shoulder. Extend here, gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Let's inhale, come back to the center, hands together. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, shoulder distance, palms forward. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down to the ground here. Maybe it's a small or large movement. Maybe you tent the fingers, take the breath in. Feel your heart reaching forward. And then exhale, release. Maybe you come closer to the ground. Maybe even your forehead touches down. Breathe in. Breathe into your spine. Let the breath out. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Let's walk the hands back towards us. Come into an upright position. Roll the shoulders back maybe 2 or 3 times. Big movements here. And then you can roll the shoulders forwards about 2 or 3 times. Big movements. All right, let's come onto our hands and knees. Into our tabletop, fingers are spread wide and wrists are underneath the shoulders. Let your knees rest underneath your hips. You can curl your toes under if you need to. Moving into a few cat and cows before our first downward dog. Let's inhale and tilt the tailbone. Bring the chest forward and look up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Push into the hands here. Inhale, tilt the tailbone. Look forward and up. Maybe you bend the elbows slightly. Exhale and round the spine, chin to chest. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in, extend the spine. Breath out. Chin to chest, hold here. Big inhale through the nose. Release the breath out through your mouth. Sink the hips back towards your heels. Brief child's pose here. You can walk the hands maybe an inch or 2 forward, preparing for our first downward facing dog. Lift the hips slightly away from your heels. Curl the toes under. Use your inhale to lift the knees away from the earth. And then on your exhale, start to straighten the legs and come into your first downward facing dog. You can sway the hips side to side or pedal the feet. Wake up the backs of your legs. Keep on breathing here. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. And exhale 2. One more inhale. And exhale 3. Let's bend the knees slightly. Look towards the hands. You can take a big step or maybe a few steps forward and come to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Really bend the knees quite deeply here. Let the torso flow forward. Maybe the hands come down to the ground. Sway gently side to side. Release whatever you're carrying in the shoulders. Maybe you want to clasp opposite elbows. Maybe nod the head, shake the head. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Let's release the hands to the ground. Bend your knees quite deeply here. Use your inhale to sweep the arms up. Come to stand. Hands together over your head. Then exhale the hands down to your heart, and we'll come into our Surya Namaskar. Coming into our sun salutations, come to the top of your mat. Let the feet be hip distance apart. Toes are pointing forward. Shoulders back and down. Crown of the head reaching up. Slight tuck of the chin into your throat. Arms at the sides, palms facing forward. Little lift in the chest. Press down into your feet. Steady. Moving with the breath. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Gaze up as they touch. Exhale, swan dive. Fold forward. Lead with your heart. Bend your knees if you'd like. Inhale, come to a flat back. Hands on knees or shins. Exhale and fold. Place your hands down on the earth. On your inhale, step the left foot back. Come into a lunge. Look forward. Exhale, step your right foot back. Come into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And release the breath out. Let's inhale forward. Come to a plank. Shoulders are above your wrists. Exhale the knees to the ground. Bend the elbows close to the body. Lower chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, come onto your belly. Just lift head, neck, and chest for baby cobra. Exhale, press back up and come into your downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale and step the left foot forward between the hands. Come to a lunge. On your exhale, that right knee comes down to the ground and you plant your right hand on your mat. Turn to the left side, bring the left arm up. On your inhale, really reaching, coming into your twist. On your exhale, maybe you keep the hands here or maybe you bring the hand behind you and open your chest. Holding here, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. Let's inhale, bring that left hand down to the ground in your lunge. On your exhale, step your right foot forward, come into your forward fold. Take your breath in, come to a flat back. Release the breath out and fold forward. Sweep your arms up. Inhale, come to stand. Hands together overhead. Exhale, hands at the heart. One more time. Let's take a deep inhale. Reach for the sun. Lots of energy. Gaze up. Exhale, lead with the heart, swan dive and fold forward. Inhale for your flat back. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands down on your mat. Use your breath in to step the right foot back this time and look forward in your lunge. Exhale and step your left foot back. Come into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, let's shift the weight forward. Come into your plank. Exhale, the knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Inhale, onto your belly. Baby cobra, just lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, press back, and come into your downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Use your next inhale and step the right foot forward between your hands. Come into a lunge. And then on your exhale, lower the left knee down. Plant your left hand down on the ground. Use your next inhale. Sweep that right arm up. Twist to the right side. As you exhale, maybe you stay here or you bring the hand behind you. Open the chest, find your twist here. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. And exhale, three. Inhale, reach that right arm up. As you exhale, plant it down in front of you and then step that left foot forward next to right, forward fold. Breathe in for flat back. Release the breath out, fold forward. Sweep the arms up, inhale, come to stand, hands overhead. And exhale the hands at your heart. Let's come into a brief Vrikshasana before coming down to the earth. So preparing for our tree pose. Let's start with the feet about hip distance apart. Toes are pointing forward. And we're going to start with the left leg and foot as our trunk. Find a focal point near the ground to gaze at. Start to shift the weight slightly towards that left leg. Maybe you lift the toes slightly, then bring them back down. Really activate the arches of your left foot. Really press into the heel. Hands can come to the heart or you can keep them on your hips to steady you. And when you're ready, use your inhale to bring that right knee up in front of you, hip height. On your exhale, open it out to the side and then place the inside of the right foot, maybe against your calf or maybe up against your left thigh. If you're feeling a little unstable today, you can make this even more gentler. Press against your left ankle and let the right toes touch the earth, as long as you're not pressing against your left knee. Hands can remain at the heart here. Open that right leg. Use your next breath to reach the arms up overhead. Maybe you release the breath out and release the hands. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Let's do 1 more deep breath in through the nose. And let's release it out through the mouth. Let's bring the hands together in the center. Lower them down to your heart or onto your hips. Bring that right knee forward and then release the pose. Plant the feet down. Shake out that left foot. Maybe rotate the ankle. And then let's plant that right foot down. Start to shift our attention to the right side. Again, finding your focal point. Pressing your toes of the right foot into the earth. Pressing into the heel. Shift that weight slightly. Again, hands at the heart or at the hips to begin. Let's use our inhale. Left knee up in front, hip height. As you exhale, open the left knee out to the side. And again, find your tree pose, maybe on the inside of the right calf or thigh or against the ankle. Feel free to keep the hands lower. Find that steadiness. Inhale, arms can come up overhead. On the exhale, maybe you separate your branches, find your tree pose. Deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. Let's bring the hands together. Lower them down to your heart or hips. Bring that left knee forward. And release our tree pose. Shake it out. Maybe rotate the right ankles. Bring a little bit of release and relief after those holds. Now let's make sure we're at the top of our mat. One brief flow to get down to the earth. Feet hip distance, heart lifted. Palms facing forward. Let's inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your prayer down through your heart and fold forward. Inhale, come to your flat back. Exhale and fold, place your hands down. On your next breath in, step or hop your feet back. Come into a plank. Exhale the knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale onto your belly, lift head, neck and chest. Exhale, press into your downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale out through your mouth. Lower the knees down to your mat. Come into your child's pose. Separate the knees quite wide if you need to support or create space for the belly and chest. Arms can reach forward or maybe you reach them to the sides. Breathe into your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's gently lift away from the earth and move on to our backs. We'll prepare for our final twists. And you can make these twists as gentle as you need to today. Let's start by lying on our backs in the center. And we'll hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side or draw small circles in the ceiling. And then we'll keep our knees together in the center. Take the inhale. And then exhale, guide the knees together over to the right side of your mat to come into your twist. Now, if you need to roll a little onto the right side of your body, feel free to do so. This can help you access your twist. And then reach that left arm out beside you with the palm face up. Breathe into your spine, decompress. Let go of that tension. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. Use your breath to bring the knees back up to center. On your exhale, you can straighten out the legs, maybe rotate the ankles, wiggle the toes. Let's prepare for the twist on the opposite side. Again, knees tucked slightly into the chest. Inhale in the center. Then exhale and lower the knees together over to the left side of your mat. Again, soften here first. Find where you can feel that twist in your back. And then when you're ready, that right arm will come out beside you, palm face up. Really releasing into the right side of the body. Mid back, low back, maybe the hips. Let's take 3 here. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 3. Use the breath in to come out of the twist. Return to the center of your mat. Use the breath out to come into any last movements that the body needs before we settle into our final pose of Shavasana. When you're ready for your Shavasana, let the legs relax. Let the arms come on either side of the body with the palms face up. Align the back of your head with the back of your hips. Shoulders releasing to the earth. Hips heavy. Maybe your feet splay out to the sides. Slight tuck of the chin into your throat as you close your eyes. Releasing into this last posture. Feeling the effects of your practice. The union of breath and movement. Soften your facial muscles. And come into your final Shavasana. I'll end our practice with a quote from poet Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Begin to deepen your breath and gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rotate the ankles and wrists and move the head gently left to right. We'll bring our arms up overhead and interlace our fingers. Take a deep breath in and stretch the body. Exhale and release. We'll gently roll over to one side and pause in this fetal position. Take this moment to reconnect with the earth, to check in with the body and breath, and reaffirm our intention. And then we'll come into our seated posture with hands together at our hearts and end our time together here. Let's take a deep breath in and release the breath out. Bow our heads to our hands. Express gratitude for this practice of self-love and self-care. And thank each other for sharing this energy. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all very much for sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. And remember that the answer to the asana of the day is wild thing. Thank you guys all very much. Stay safe and be well. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.